So like, I was what was I doing? I was scrolling through Twitter, as you do. I was on that like DC Marvel community, right? And somebody was saying how, would you want a Man of Steel too? You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna lie, I'm just not seeing what the other, Superman fans are saying, because everybody's been hating on Man of Steel since like forever. Maybe it was just a cool thing to do because, that whole, DCEU thing was low-key a dumpster fire. But I've always appreciated Man of Steel, you know what I mean? Like, those movies that have a special place in your heart? That was what Man of Steel was to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck the noise. I like Man of Steel. I think I'm finally getting freed of the Henry Cavill genjutsu. Alright, listen, and y'all Man of Steel fans, like, listen, I'm still on y'all side. All I'm saying is, right, I've been seeing Superman fans, like, actual Superman fans, beating the drum of Henry Cavill as a bad Superman for, like, the past, I want to say, like, 10 years, you know what I mean? And I never actually got it. Why? Because I'm not a Superman fan. I actually think Superman is a boring superhero. And I've been saying this for a while, and I've been fortunate enough to have a couple Superman fans in my backyard that is like, oh, you just gotta watch the right depiction. So they're like, oh, watch Smallville, is it like Superman and Lois? Clark and Lois? One of those other like Superman shows or whatever. And so I'm like 3 episodes into Smallville, and I'm understanding what people are saying about the Henry Cavill Superman, narrative. And really the proof was always in the pudding, in the sense that like, if you watch like the Justice League Unlimited, you know what I mean? Like, the personality that Superman has isn't really what Henry Cavill gives you in Man of Steel. In the sense that like Superman, you know what I mean? Like, it's like he ultimately loves humans. Like, he loves humanity. Henry Cavill's Superman had some like, you know what I mean? Like, it felt like I'm gonna save y'all, but I don't really fuck with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, it felt like kind of like backhanded, in the sense that like, if old boy didn't tell him to save us, really he doesn't give a fuck about this. But his pops would be pissed. Like, that's the type of energy that Henry Cavill gives off. You know what I mean? Like, it's like he has like, that like slight pinch of Aaron Yeager in him. You know what I mean? Like, that Sigma male energy. And I hate the fact that I even know what that word means, because y'all on the internet are weird sometimes. What is a Sigma male? What does that mean? Henry Cavill gives off like he would low-key be watching some of those like red pill podcasts. Like, that's the type of energy he gives off. You know what I mean? I still like Man of Steel. It's still probably like one of my favorite Superman works. I'm gonna let y'all know after I finish Smallville. I'm not gonna jump the gun just yet. But I kind of see that like at his core, like if you're a Superman fan, Henry Cavill isn't giving you that. And like, like those, if you're in the same pocket of the internet as me, you've seen the tweet that's like, oh, low-key, unconfrontational people low-key move foul. Y'all remember when Buddy poured beer on him at the bar? And what he did to Homeboy's truck? Yeah, like, that's the type of motherfucker we talking about. That's not very Superman-esque. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm understanding who Superman is supposed to be, which I don't think I did before. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like as I'm watching Smallville, again, just 3 episodes in, I might be jumping the gun. But I think I'm seeing like the argument now that Superman, Henry Cavill wasn't the best depiction of Superman. That being said, fuck y'all, like that's still like one of my favorite, DC movies, DCEU movies. Whoa. DCEU movies. But I get it. Not to make this video too long, because I do want to keep it short. I got more Superman videos coming through, because I want to talk about the Henry Cavill versus James Gunn Superman debate. That might be like another video. But I'm also still feel like I don't think I understand Superman in terms of like why he's not a boring superhero. I feel like Superman and Goku oftentimes get paired together for good reason, in the sense that like, I like Goku. I'm a big Dragon Ball Z fan. But I'm not going to sit here and tell you that like Goku's got a lot of depth to him. Like, especially when we're looking at the other, shonen, protagonists. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like Superman's the same thing, where it's just like, you can like him. I don't mind Superman. But like, I don't really see the depth that a lot of these other characters have. You know what I'm saying? And like, look no further for a Batman hater. I think, to me, Batman has a little bit more layers to him than like a Superman. You know what I'm saying? Like Batman is lasagna. Superman is a wafer. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the vibe I get. Don't crucify me. Let me finish Smallville, and I'll get back to y'all. Peace.